We're just two friends who love the movies, call each other every morning.
What's up, dude?
Hey, good morning, man.
Hey, good morning. You at McDonald's or
Yes,
Panera?
sir. No, McDonald's, yes.
Oh, dang. What did you get free today?
They gave me, so far, what I've got lined up is a free apple pie, a free fry, and a free double cheeseburger.
Dude, that's your lunch right there.
Exactly right.
Dude, that's awesome. All you need to do is
Hmm.
just buy you a cola or something.
That's right, I got a dollar color right here.
Dang, dude. You're living the high life, dude.
Ain't that right?
I wish I were you, dude.
I wish I were you, man.
Nah, dude. I wish I were you just chilling at McDonald's.
Ain't there
Like,
movies about that?
yeah, there are. There
I
are,
wish I,
actually.
I wish I were you having an inflatables race and being the hero.
Dude,
Uh,
I had to win. The pressure was on. My coworkers told me that if I didn't win, then I didn't have a job.
there you go. A little incentive. Well, I
Yeah,
finished F9.
F9. You mean wait, F9?
Yeah,
Oh, F9. I was thinking F1. I'm like, you mean F1
I
with
wish.
Brad Pitt? Okay, you finished F9, which for people who are not aware of the Fast series, F9 is considered the worst film in the series.
Really? Okay.
Yes,
Well, I still just liked 4, Fast and Furious, a little less than
dude.
F9.
Me and you are on the same wavelength, man. I Yeah, dude. I thought F9 was very like it wasn't good, but I still enjoyed it, if that makes sense.
Well, yeah, it does make sense. I don't know what people say about it in terms of criticism. I was surprised to see that Matt Zeller Sites gave it three out of 4 stars on RogerEbert.com.
Okay. I will say I'm starting to see that he tends to kind of what's the word, where he gives higher scores to movies that uh I don't know, I can't find a word, but he tends to score movies higher, and I think.
I guess so. I mean, he reminds me a lot of Ebert in his sensibility, but it's kind of redundant to see the read. Of course, every time I would go to Ebert's site and read the review after I finished each one, and
Yeah,
the first several it was Ebert himself reviewing them, and after that it was others.
yeah,
But it's so redundant because every time they're basically saying, yeah, there's no plot, but you don't come here for the plot, and oh yeah, you get exactly what you were expecting out of this, and that's cool. Um, it's just kind of the same thing over and over again, with some nuance. I mean, not to say that they don't make any other comments that are insightful, but I thought F9 was was entertaining, and I didn't see. It was like almost interrogating itself. Like you have Roman, and he's really in the scene where in the jungle, like he gets shot at, like with automatic weapons, and he's just kind of staying in a pit. And I was like, wait, is he gonna die? And then he didn't. And then I thought, wait, did he have like bulletproof something? Or are they gonna tell us that he had bulletproof something? I was like, is there like some kind of? I even thought like, were those like holograms? Were those not like real soldiers shooting at him? Because it made no sense. And then
yeah,
finally he gets into the room with Ludacris and the how do you say her name? Natalie Emmanuel.
yeah.
Um, and he's like, you ever thought like maybe we're invincible? And I was like, thank you. Okay, that's hilarious. I was like, where are they? I was like, when are they going to explain that scene? Because the way they blocked it was exactly like exactly like he was getting shut up,
Yeah.
and I was like, this is so weird. And I was like, I guess they're just gonna, and then he dropped that bomb, and I was like, oh, they're going meta with it. And it's just like, yeah, like that's the question the audience has been asking. Maybe it's a little too self-aware, but I actually have a pitch, I Fast X isn't available right now, so I don't know when I'm gonna see it. Maybe I'll rent it, but probably not. Um, I don't know what's gonna happen, but I have a pitch for the direction they should carry the series. I think I think that Vin Diesel and the fam should be revealed to be demigods. They should like discover that they have like that they're like part god. I would like, oh man, that would be so insane and funny.
Oh my! It would make sense.
Yeah,
It would make sense for the entire movie, like series,
yeah,
because
and of course they really, really leaned into the Christ imagery on this one because at one part Diesel like jumps into a bat. Well, they first in the beginning of the movie it was kind of sweet. They're with his son, and
yeah,
Letty says, "Where does God live? In your heart." And then when he's about to jump into those soldiers, like he might die, he taps on his heart and says, uh, "That's where I'm at. That's where I'm at. Tell him." So I was like, "Wait, is he saying he's God? Is the movie saying he's God?" And then there's basically like a crucifixion type passion play down there with the soldiers. They spread his arms out with the chains, and it looks like he's like on a cross. And then he like goes into the depths, like into hell, and then he comes back out, and it's in water, and he's baptized. And he also has these visions of his
yeah,
brother and from the past. And there's like one moment because his dad, when they had the racing scene in the beginning, his dad would say, like, he would look under the hood and he'd say, "What do you see, Dom?" But in the context of the dream, it's actually a reference to, it's a tip off to the biblical prophecies, because a lot of times, especially in Jeremiah, it's like word for word. But God would say to the prophet in the prophetic books, he'd say, "What do you see?" And so I thought that was kind of cool. So I think there may be more going on in F9 than people realize, or maybe less,
yeah.
and I'm just insane. But I thought it was a logical extension of the series. Obviously, going into space made sense for, So I think the only next thing they could do, and you've already seen it, but I think the only next thing that they can do is to make them actual demigods like Hercules and whatever.
Okay, spoiler alert. They don't do that in the next one.
Oh, come
But
get Sam! Go!
so, look, first of all, I just want to say, Mitch, I have been loving your series on the Fast movies. I think you definitely need to do two things. You need to write an essay on the comparisons of the Fast series and Christianity. You
Hmm.
also, I think, even if you record it solo, maybe if you write down your whole breakdown of the whole series from the beginning, right? I think it would be pretty cool to have you do a video strictly on the Fast series, from the beginning. Uh, I don't know that I think that would be interesting. You title it. I don't know why the Fast and the Furious series is a very religious series. I don't know.
I'm sure
Call it.
someone's done it. I'm sure someone's done it. But well, what
Eh,
about you, man? What have you been watching?
Last night, me and Vanessa watched Doctor Sleep.
Oh yeah, you sent a text about that. No, I didn't see that sequel to The Shining.
Yeah, but you've seen The Shining though, right?
Yes, sir. And with you, I've been to the Shining house.
That is true. Me and Vanessa got married in
In the
that
Shining
town
house.
in the Shining House. Yeah, and Jack Nicholson was there, of
He
course,
officiated.
and we're pretty sure we saw Kubrick's ghost in the background. So yeah, man, me and that was actually that was actually one of Vanessa's and I's first movies that we went to go watch in theaters together. Uh,
Wait, when you first, you say first what
wait,
together?
movies we went to go watch in theaters
Oh,
together.
Doctor Sleep was?
Yeah.
Oh, wow, that's cool.
Um, so I love it, man. I think a lot of people went in expecting like, oh man, it's gonna be the the next film, the direct sequel to The Shining, where we're gonna get a lot more of The Shining, and
Mm,
I love the fact that it's not that. You know,
mm,
there are elements of The Shining, and there are of course moments that are like, okay, you could tell that's a callback to the movie, right, The Shining movie. But I
mm.
love the route that Mike Flanagan went.
Oh, I forgot that was Flanagan.
Yeah, dude. I think I know that you and Lori like his stuff, right?
Yeah, Lori describes herself as a Flana fan.
Yeah, I'm surprised she's never seen this because it's based off of Stephen King. It's great, man. It's long. It's 2.5 hours long, the theatrical version. Although I would tell you if you want a better experience to watch the director's cut, but it's a little longer than that.
I usually
Um,
steer clear of director's cuts. I don't know why. I feel like I want to experience it like the way it was released. I feel like that's the pure copy.
okay, I mean that's fine. But yeah, man, this movie is really it's fun, but it's not in the fun way that you think where oh yeah, it's just fast paced. It's a very slow and thoughtful film. It's a movie about addiction
Mm,
and second chances, and it's also a straight up horror movie.
mm,
Um, Ewan McGregor, he's excellent here. He's doing some of the best work I've seen him do.
mm.
Um, yeah, man, I thought this was an excellent film. I think it's easily one of the best Stephen King adaptations. I wish I would have put it on my top 10 list of that year. It's like
Oh,
it's like one of those things, man. Back then, you watch it and you're like, "Oh, I like this. I have my issues with it." But then years pass and you're like, "Wow, I really love this. This is actually really great."
yeah, yeah. Hindsight. Well, you got me thinking. I think the first movie I ever saw in theaters with Lori was, I know what it was. It was This Is Where I Leave You. Do you remember
Okay,
that movie?
can you repeat that? It kind of cut off a little bit.
Yeah, it was called This Is Where I Leave You.
Oh, Adam Driver, right? Jason Bateman.
Exactly, yeah. We went to see that together as our first movie.
What did you think of that?
At the time, I remember enjoying it well enough. It's like I like movies like that that are just kind of under the radar, but a pretty legit ensemble. Uh, maybe it's a movie that uh thinks it's better than it is, but
Yeah.
I'd rather a movie do that than phone it in.
So I've actually read the book.
Oh,
Um,
wow. Okay.
yeah, I've actually read the book. I and you're gonna laugh at me, but I read the book in 1 week. In terms of I I would go to the books a million near where we lived, and I would
Mhm.
just pick up where I left off.
Oh, I used to do that too, man. Did you read it in Trustful?
No, no, no. I read it
Oh,
here.
you in San Antonio? Okay.
Yeah, I read it
Uh,
here.
yeah, I used to do that too in books. That's so funny, man.
Yeah, I used to go. I spread it out, and I went, and
They're
yeah,
really nice places to read. Nice ambiance in there.
I don't know. I especially nowadays. And here's the thing, a lot of people, as you probably know, a lot of people don't read books that much anymore.
Mm.
Mitch, if you don't mind, I'm going to order me a coffee, okay?
Here we go. Here we go, folks. See what we got here today.
Good morning. Welcome to
Hey.
Scooter's Coffee. Would you like to get started with the bacon burrito today?
Oh, I'm okay. Thank you, though.
If I'm not
All right, what can
mistaken,
I get
we're
for you?
at Dutch
Yeah.
Bros.
Can I get a small iced turtle latte?
Turtle?
Small iced turtle, any extra espresso?
How many espresso does it come with?
For
You
small,
think
it's
you're
two.
turtly enough for
Can
the
I only
Turtle
get
Club?
one in that?
You got it? What else can I get for you?
That'll be it.
All right, it's good on around.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Help me out here, man. What's in a turtle latte?
I don't know, but I like it.
Let me ask you this. Did you notice yesterday when I ordered a coffee while we were on the phone?
Did you?
That's what I'm talking about, man. That's how it's done.
Wow, dude.
You got to
Well,
be one smooth criminal to order on the podcast without anyone knowing.
well, here's the thing, dude. I guess you're already there, so it's easy for you to go up there, put me on mute, and then just order it real quick.
I didn't put you on mute. But you know the worst part is, okay, so I don't know if you noticed when we were talking about gambler movies. What were we talking about
Oh,
yesterday? We were talking
Ballad of a Small Player.
No. It was on the phone. We were talking about addiction movies, and I was saying it was basically nice if you could put some distance between yourself and the person on screen who's having. I was trying to say I like gambler movies because I don't have a gambling addiction, and so it helps me reckon with the addictive qualities in myself in a way that
Yeah.
distances me from it. But while I
So,
was trying to say that, there was like a lag because somebody was standing in front of me and like looking at me. And I kind of acknowledged them and like nodded at them, and they just kept standing there. And I was just like, what is going on? And one of the employees here approached them and like then they like left. It was really weird.
so do you think he had a addiction problem?
No, I don't know. I was trying to explain why I don't think it even registered, but I was trying to explain why I was kind of trailing off at that time. I guess I do that pretty periodically anyway.
Oh, I mean, I call you from. Well, hold on one second. Hey, how's it going?
I hope it was worth it, Sam.
What's that? Thank you. I
It's like a
appreciate it.
six
Oh,
dollar turtle latte.
well, I forgot to get my Vera stayed at home today because she's sick,
Oh,
and
so you got her a turtle latte?
no, I was dealing with the dogs, right? I was like, one of the dogs last night had a big accident, and
Oh boy.
basically I forgot to make my coffee this morning,
I heard that. And
which is fine. I've been doing good though. I've been doing good. Um, hold on one
genetics.
second. Yeah, like I've been doing good in that I normally I would go like maybe twice a week to get coffee. Now I may go once, you know. I don't do it as often, mainly because of the prices.
Yesterday, speaking of coffee, Lori, she loves to watch seasonal movies,
Thank you, I appreciate it.
and
She
she
likes
put
to watch
in
what?
seasonal movies. So she likes when it's fall to watch fall vibe movies.
Oh yeah.
And so she had put in at the to be on the waiting list for Fantastic Mr. Fox. She went because we want to show that to Chloe. And but we didn't have it in time. And yesterday afternoon, she was just really hankering for something. And she was scrolling through Netflix, which is just an abysmal practice, basically.
Yeah.
But now more so than ever. And I was like, hold on, let me see what we got here in the DVD cabinet, which is very sparse. But I saw something and I thought, oh, this is perfect. And it was my DVD copy that I blind bought in high school of Hoosiers. And if
Yes,
there was
Hoosiers.
ever a fall autumn vibe movie, and she was like, I'm not convinced. And I was like, trust me, if you don't feel the same way that I'm telling you in the first 10 minutes, we'll take it out. And we put it in, and it's just Gene Hackman. He's driving down in his 50s car down like the most rural American area you can imagine. And
Yeah,
he's got a cup of coffee, and she's like, oh. And it is so autumnal, so perfect. Really, every shot in that movie is so
dude,
beautiful, and
and then you
every
have the music
scene.
playing.
Yeah, the Jerry Goldsmith, right? Is that?
Yeah, I think so.
Oh wow! I mean, just unbelievable.
So
The
I'm assuming that you love Hoosiers.
I would say, yeah, probably in my top 25 movies.
Wow. Yeah, dude, that was actually one of my dad's favorite movies. He's the one that showed it to me.
There's so many. I mean, I like every. I was just saying it after we got about halfway through, and that's all we got. We got halfway through, and then we had to go somewhere. But I said I like every scene in this movie. Like every scene it moved to, I was like never gonna be like. There was always something that stood out to me about every
Yeah.
scene. I love the one where he's with Jimmy, who's out there kind of just shooting hoops, and he goes
Yeah.
out to him, and everybody said you got to get Jimmy on the team. That's what you got to do. And he goes out to Jimmy, and he's like, when I was young, I never met anybody who wanted to win as bad as I did. I would do anything to win. But now I'm not that way anymore. I've I don't believe that there's any one person who makes a team. I don't believe any of that stuff. And he's kind of giving like his value system, his principles, what he believes. And then he says, because that's what I believe, I can tell you this. I don't care if you play on the team or not. And then he walks away. And I was like, as a kid, that kind of like shook me. I was like, if you know what you believe, like, then something follows from that. You can say, okay, here's what I believe. Because of that, bam, like this is what I'm going to do, or this is what I'm not going to do. And he is a leader of men in that movie, dude. He is a real inspiration of a character. And like when the whole like so much of that movie is like entire auditoriums or rooms of people like against him, and he just stands
Yeah.
his ground. It's so powerful.
Yeah, I love that movie. I love Gene Hackman in that movie. I love that they don't portray him to be the savior. He's not like a perfect guy.
Yeah.
I love the scene whenever he knowingly throws himself out of the game, right?
Oh
So
my
Dennis Hopper
goodness.
can.
It's so good. It's so good. And the way that he interacts with Hopper, it's confrontational, but it's gentle. Like I love when he invites him to be a coach. He's like, you got to put on a tie, and you can't drink. And Hopper's performance is so great. He's like, you can't talk to me like this. He's like, you're embarrassing your son. And he's like, I don't have to listen to this. Get out. And then, but then he like gears up and gets there. It's so freaking good.
Dude, and I may have seen it in the trivia. I read it somewhere or I saw it on a YouTube video. They were both embarrassed to be there, if I'm not mistaken.
Hackman and Hopper.
Yeah,
Yeah, I've heard that too.
they didn't think that movie was going to be as big as it
Anything.
was.
Yeah.
How crazy is that, man? That's that movie.
You
I'm
never
I'm
know.
glad I'm glad we discussed that movie at one point. Which reminds me, Mitch, I don't know if you'd be down to do it, but I would sure love to do it. You were mentioning that it's in your top 25 movies of all time, right?
I would say it's one that I've been coming back to for a decade plus, almost 2 decades. I could just keep coming back to it.
Dude, how about on I'm not saying on our next video, it could be in a couple of videos from now or whichever it is, but we should definitely uh try to, make our top 25 movies of all time.
Oh my
Uh
goodness. I mean, Hoosiers. After I'd sit down and do it, will Hoosiers show up? I don't know. it's like gonna take the spirit out of it. But I'm down to do that, man. You know I'm
Yeah,
down to
I
do that.
think it would be pretty fun to do that. So let's do that on a future episode. Like I said, it doesn't have to be the next one, but I'm actually that would actually I like making lists,
Yeah.
and so I think that would be cool. But I gotta go, man. I'll talk to you a little bit later, dude. But this was a good chat.
All right, man. See ya.